Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Isa na naman pong makabuluhang edisyon ng inyong programang Boses ng Palengke, ang public market para sa lahat. At ating pong makakapanayam ngayon ang mula po sa Cooperative Development Authority o CDA sa Cordillera. At heto nga po, at ating aalamin sa kanila kung gaano po kaimportante ang proper management, ang triple C, at syempre ang pagkakaisa o unity. Yan po ang ating tatalakayin dito po sa programa ninyong Boses ng Palengke, ang public market para sa lahat.
Good morning to all the listeners of Balitang Northern Luzon. And thank you sa pag-invite po sa Cooperative Development Authority, which we call it CDA. It's not a private organization, but it is a government agency that looks or regulates cooperative. Those four kinds of business, of course, you know it, the sole proprietorship, partnership, corporation, then one is the cooperative. The cooperative as business organization, of course, have their own dynamics that from time to time, it changes very fast. Unlike other kinds of business organization, it has a slow pace of change. And in cooperative, while they need fast decision making in business, it's too democratic. That's why, of course, we cannot avoid some conflict. Hence, we need to have consistent regulation of cooperative, giving management coaching, because everything in business, it boils down to management. And the functions of management is very important in any kind of business. If you would like to avail of more detailed management consulting, you can engage the services of the Menman Management Consulting Company. It has its Facebook page. We will be having series of informative management, which is actually professionalizing the management of cooperative. It's because we cannot do anything but to level up, because we cannot isolate economic, social with cultural. For example, we are here right in the city of Baguio. The culture of the Highlander is very important. We cannot just give up the city market. We cannot just give to one or any forms of oligarchism. And this must be done through our posterity of Baguio residents and those of the natives. And of course, while we believe that we have to have our culture-based mindset in owning our own posterities, like that of the city market, because the city market is a site where visitors, local, international tourists, will always ask, can we go to the public market? Now, if you show a public market that is owned by only one, will that be seen as public market? It's no longer one. And we have to preserve that. Preservation is very important because, of course, sustainability of the market is one also, but we have to preserve it for the next generation. We cannot just leave Baguio alone. So this is very important endeavor that Ma'am Ara is doing. This means something on the economic side of it. If we have thoughts of having consortium on the economic side of it, will it be feasible? Of course, very feasible. But will it be viable given the fact of our mindset, our mind dynamics? For as long as there is a solid agreement of the consortiums, we cannot say that hindi, Baguio is for Baguio. We have also to include the community. The community is, of course, composed of the people.
So do you think the city public market, the Baguio vendors, the consortium of different cooperatives in the city of Baguio have the capability to develop the city public market?
Yes, they have all the capabilities. If they have a solid ground of one core group to do it, because as of the moment, we can always have this assumption that that cooperative can bring in this one, can bring in this one, but the other story of that is the dynamics is they have the board of directors to decide. That's why it's too democratic sa cooperative. If it is a business which is a corporation, of course, there is mass decision making. That's why I asked some DevCom students
Yes.
on how they are going to market the idea. Because the idea is not commercial product, but it's an idea, it needs social marketing. And that social marketing must be packaged for all these cooperative who would be the members of the consortium to be educated on it. And that needs fast action. Hope any group can commission a group to do the social marketing of it. While we can always, or any architect can always plan for it. And that is another thing.
The technicalities.
Yes, technicalities.
The financial matters.
The financial matters. And the decision-making level of it is, anyone can make something, a plan for it, but another is yung social acceptability. Economic acceptability is okay. Cultural acceptability is, they are just silent constituent. Ang nasa isip pala nila gusto nila talagang it should be managed by the people of Baguio through cooperatives. But how are we going to do this is another level of process.
Okay, so we're talking about the technicalities, we're talking about the financial capabilities,
Yes.
we're talking about the management
Yes.
when it regards with the redevelopment of the city public market.
Yes.
Now, we all know that President Bongbong Marcos signed the new Public-Private Partnership Code way back December 5, 2023. And it was taken effect December 23 of 2023. And then the IRR, the Implementing Rules and Regulations, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, for those who are listening and watching right now, April 6, when it was finally showed to the people that we have now the guidelines
IRR.
to those who are going to propose any plans for a specific PPP project.
Okay. Wow.
All right. So, Manong Martin,
Yes.
on your opinion as well, may we know what do you think of this new IRR of the PPP code? Will it help the Baguio vendors, the consortium, the cooperatives to enter into a PPP project in the city of Baguio?
Of course, I did not see the IRR, but of course that is a detailed provision that implements the Republic Act on PPP. And the PPP was a brainchild of previous administration na ang gaganda ng resulta. Now, going back to the IRR of the PPP Republic Act, may Republic Act na pala.
Republic Act 11966.
11966. And that is private-public partnership. We need really a partnership where the government cannot easily do the project, and they need private, and they also, it's good BBM, so the economic functions of cooperative, nakita niya yan because in his State of the Nation address,
Yeah.
he specifically mentioned cooperatives as an economic mover of all sorts of marketing, production, and financial interventions. So, I think the IIR is very good to review any group or finance people, architect people to look into it and help the city of Baguio for a better public market, because we are already settled. To me, I am sorry for my bias, it should be managed by the people of Baguio. So it means we cannot exact money from the people, but we through the cooperatives can do it. financially. Of course, it can be through the cooperative, and the cooperative to do it through financing agencies, for example, government financial institutions, the land bank, the consortium alone can put up an equity among themselves, and this consortium can go to land bank because the continuity of the project is very important. We cannot just start it, then stop it, but the consortium as a body to pursue the continuing development must also partner with a bank, which is GFIs. And that needs money, advisors to do it, call a convention among these stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders? Of course, as a whole, the people of Baguio, but the secondary stakeholders are the cooperative.
Yes.
To do it in partnership with GFIs or government financial institutions, that consortium can be registered also in SECs so that it has juridical personality to have agreements with GFIs or government financial institutions. Yun na mismo ang facility ang guarantee.
Yeah, this one.
Oo, guarantee sa GFI
Yeah.
by the consortium.
Okay. Sir, may we know how important is a public consultation?
This is very important, Ma'am Ara. Why?
Especially if they're going to redevelop the city public market. How important is a public consultation to all our stakeholders in the city public market, together with the LGU and other government agencies? How important, sir?
It's very important because we have to address the acceptability and the economic acceptability. The economic feasibility also is that will it really attract tourism?
Yun.
Of course, yes. Why? It's because me as a tourist would always, when I went to Malaysia, can I see your public market? Of course, the public market is for the people. It's not owned by any one person, di ba? And that's the economic side of it, the economic acceptability, di ba? Pag pupunta ka sa social acceptability, will it be accepted socially? Obviously. While there may be some sort of different kind of mindset na, di, mas maganda ang one Uniwide, SM, ano pa, Robinson. Pagpunta ka sa ano, alam mo naman, activism ng mga tao. Hindi, bakit pupunta sa iisa lang na naman? And that is, in the sense, oligarchism. Diba? So, do we need, is it socially accepted and economically accepted na iisa lang ang pupuntahan ng resources ng government? It should trickle down to the people. Hindi lang sa iisa, which we can do it economically. Punta tayo sa cultural acceptability. Our culture is that as much as possible we have to preserve for the future. In the first place, in the Cordilleras, while we have a small landscape, landscape, kukunti lang, kapiranggot na ano, lupa-lupa lang. It is well distributed. Hindi natin binibenta. And that is our culture na sa atin yun.
Tawid tayon.
Tawid tayo. That is our culture. Diba? Now, let's go to the decision-making process. The political landscape. Sa landscape of decision-making, which is the political will. Of course, there was time when it was about to be pursued by the Uniwide. And that was political will. But deep inside the hearts of the residents of Baguio na naman, di ba? Saan na naman yung market natin, which is our tawid. Sa kanila, parang nawawala yon because of, hindi naman nila kaya. There are other means. And this means, yung sabi nyo, yung tanong nyo, how important is public consultation? Because public consultation, the 3 C's in management is, first, if this is to be done, because it's a cooperative endeavor, public consultation. Consultation where you have to involve stakeholders, the community, and the actors. Collaboration. Collaboration is very important in management. If it is a cooperative endeavor, it's because we have to collaborate our resources. The consortium the consortium wants that must collaborate out their resources with others na pwede makikollaborate their resources like GFIs, Landmark. Coordination, consultation, so it's a process. Consultation, collaboration, then coordination. That now brings the nitty-gritty of it. Coordination, ito yung gawin natin because it's already the management aspect of doing the public market.
Yes.
Yeah.
At kung hindi po natin gagawin ang triple C na ito, baka tayo ay magsisi in the end.
Tama ka.
Okay. Sir, do you have any last message to the city of Baguio, to the city public market, to the Baguio vendors, to the LGU, to the whole Baguio city as a part of the CDA?
As part of the CDA, I have a message that there is a remedy for the economic acceptability of it. Yan na nga, consortium. As to the political landscape, that decision dynamics or decision-making process, the decision dynamics is your individual mindset, but the decision-making process, which includes a body or the legislative city council, must look into the organizational level, hindi yung sa individual level dynamics. It should be the organizational dynamics, which include the stakeholders, the people of Baguio, the actors, the public market or the cooperatives and the GFIs. As to the CDA, for the CDA, of course, we are just a regulating agency to register cooperatives that's it for the public market, and they can make use of their juridical personality to enter into consortium among cooperatives to manage the city public market in order for us to have still that Baguio City Public Market. Good morning.